And next up, Mustache Rangers!
Time of the week again. Time to turn your gazes to the stars above. It's time for the Mustache Rangers, spreading truth and the glory of America to the furthest reaches of outer space. Commander Major Alistair Q. Fastidious. Predator G. Booty Bauer. Together, they lay claim to space for the American way. They are the Mustache Rangers.
That's weird. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I mean, you start to expect the applause after it ends, but then... I mean, not that we deserve it, but...
when it's not there, it's just like, wait.
Who died?
Are we doing this in our living rooms?
Yeah!
It's better when it's forced.
We are the Mustache Rangers.
Hello.
Who here in this large audience, thank you for being in your seats. I've never seen the Mustache Rangers before. I'd like the more applause. Mm-hmm. But just keep asking questions.
All right. Who had fish earlier? Gross.
I don't like that they were equally excited about the fish as when we came on stage.
We know what we're up against. Poisson. That's French for fish, I think.
Did you say croissant? We are the Mustache Rangers. We are space adventurers.
Obviously.
Travel around in our spaceship. Look into the camera when you laugh. We've been traveling around space for 700 or so years.
Give or take a few years.
And we've had so many adventures.
So many adventures.
That if we took any word from any of you, we could recall and reenact word for word on this stage one of our adventures for you.
Right?
Do you get it? Are they laughing because they're nervous? I don't know if I get it. Do you get it?
Wait, take it off.
Oh, shut up. We haven't asked. When we said any word, you have to wait until we ask you for the specific type
We're
of word.
explaining the premise. Do you want to keep explaining the premise?
No.
All right.
This is a shortened.
Oh, that's right.
Time
we used up like 10 minutes already.
Yeah.
So that's the last we gotta do.
It is hot up here.
So what's an object? Yell it out!
Plantain.
I heard shoehorn.
Shoehorn.
All right. For the rest of you, the trick is to wait until everyone's yelled. And then speak concisely and clearly. Shoehorn. Shoehorn.
First Lieutenant Roger G. Funibal.
Yes?
Have you seen the shoehorn?
Shoehorn?
Anyways.
I think I'm making peas wrong. Because when I'm done with them, they're falling into themselves.
Oh. Okay, the food peas.
Right.
Isn't that what they're supposed to do? Get all shrivelly?
I think they're supposed to be like full-bodied and toothsome.
All the peas I've ever eaten.
Can a pea be toothsome, or is that a person thing? Does toothsome mean a lot of teeth, or does that mean like I can bite through something and it feels good when I bite? That's probably a sexual thing.
I think toothsome is the first one. With something that has
too many teeth?
Too many teeth. Or just teeth in general.
Or some teeth.
Or some teeth. Or someone who you find specifically, we'll say attractive or just more interesting because of their teeth.
Like Julia Roberts?
Yeah. I would call her toothsome. Or you could even use it the other way. Like
Smeagol?
Yeah, he's very toothsome. As long as their distinguishing attribute is their teeth, like, hey, that tow truck mater, he's toothsome.
Tow truck what?
Mater.
Mater?
Mater. As in tomater.
Oh, you did say tow truck.
I said tow truck.
What's the second part?
Mater. It's his name. It's a tow truck whose name is Mater.
The tow truck's name is Mater.
The tow truck's name is Mater.
Why would you say that like I had an idea? You just threw it out there like it was the most common thing in the world.
Well, it is.
I've never heard of anything or anyone named Mater. Well, no, that's Nader.
Well, it's a tow truck. His name is Mater. And he's really good at driving backwards.
Now, the tow truck is named Mater?
The tow truck.
But the tow... Where... So, for your example of a handsome, toothsome thing was an object and not a person.
But it has a name.
But it doesn't have teeth.
No, it does have teeth. It has two big teeth. That's why I said its main attributes are its teeth. If you lined up 3 tow trucks in a row, you'd know which one was Mater because he's the toothsome one.
Where did it get these teeth?
Where did they get eyes? Who the fuck knows? Why do cars have tongues? I don't know. How do they survive? Do they drink gasoline? Because that's ridiculous. Because if you could only live off of gasoline, then Flo would be the most powerful person in the world. Flo owns the gas station. She is also a car.
Are these people from your hometown?
They're
what? All right.
I don't understand why you hit me.
I just
don't ever do it again.
No, I want to make sure we're in the same world because I feel like I've gone mad.
You're telling me. I mean, they have little flies that are cars. Like, why would there be fly cars? It doesn't make any sense.
What are you talking about? make sense to me, but they don't. It's like I'm in a physics lecture. I only sort of pretend I know what quarks are. Apparently, I'm not the only one.
So, alright. It's the Earth. Everything is the same. Literally everything.
Alright.
Like even the same structures.
Right.
Like the LA Coliseum is exactly the same.
Yeah, so we're on Earth.
Yes, we're on Earth.
Earth and Earth is Earth.
But instead of people, they are cars. With the same living situations and structures, the same needs for hotels and whatnot.
When did this happen? Is this a recent thing?
I
I know information can only travel through space at a certain speed. And we're God knows how far from Earth, but I don't see how you could get information faster than me about cars. Did they rise up?
Depending on which hypothesis you believe. It is
A
either
hypothesis
the future
is something you present and then test.
theory.
Well,
Whichever theory
okay.
you believe, it is either the distant
Well, it's
future
not
or
about
the
belief,
distant
but it's
past.
about information that proves one thing or the other.
All I know
Uh-huh.
is the bear's mother could also be Wally's friend. Because listen. Booty Mouth, listen to me.
What good is listening doing?
Listen to me.
I've been listening this whole time, and I'm nowhere closer to the end. I'm nowhere. I'm nowhere.
In
Listening has gotten me
in his
nowhere.
little cubicle thing that he lives
Cubicle?
in, there's like a little thing that proves the bear sorcerer mother is the reason that cars can go to Paris on a fucking airplane that also has eyes. Don't you get it? I don't understand why this is so hard.
So, alright. Let me explain what I understand. From your words. Cars have taken over the Earth. What happened to people? And you know about this, and I don't. And you know their names. You know their names and what they look like. I don't how does any of this, why is there information in you? And why is it coming out, but I don't?
Well, I am the commander, Major.
Yeah.
So it is always assumed that I know more than you.
Right.
Which I do. Especially in this case.
You didn't know how to use hypothesis. Go on.
So I think from this point on, you're just going to have to take it. However I want to give it.
So I'm just, okay. So my role is to just accept, not to understand, or question.
Exactly. You are my first lieutenant, not the second.
No.
The first, because there is only one other. It is you. And I am your superior, and what I say goes.
But it sounds like a story. I mean, It's like a creation myth where you're just saying things, and then you're creating a world from your words, and then you forget about it, and they're like, oh, creator must love us, but you just forgot because you're just spitting out whatever.
It's a lot like that, I guess.
All right.
All I'm saying is, you don't need to know the specifics.
But you
What
just
I know.
told me all the specifics. You
Contra,
talked about flies.
There are very much more specifics.
How do you spell flow?
FLO.
There's a W.
Not in her name. Her name is shortened. Maybe its full spelling is Flo. She goes by Flo.
All right.
I think it's a play because
Not
she runs
Florence?
it might be, I don't know. But she runs a gas station
I
where
heard
gasoline flows. So I assume that's why they named it Flo. Because it just sort of goes with what they know. Like the guy who runs the army surplus store, his name is Sarge. And guess what? He's a Jeep. There's a character with lots of spoilers. Yes, there is a person or car with lots of spoilers. His name is Wingo. Little known fact.
I'd say these are all little known facts. If you're the only one that knows them, they are little known. Because everybody else, if they're still alive, and aren't cars now, don't know what you are spouting out.
Well, they should know. Because it's a delight.
I find it concerning and, like, I feel like I'm a baby when your balls, like, are in you. That's what I'm feeling right now. It's like things are trying to crawl up, and I'm just trying to be unborn. Like I'm trying to go back and just become, not even a memory, like it just didn't happen.
You just want to not have ever existed right now?
That's how I feel. That's how you're making me feel. Although I'm allowing you to make me feel like that. I could choose to be happy.
It's hard. It's hard making that choice. It's way easier to feel just terrible.
Yeah.
So no, I get it. I mean, I choose to be happy. It's not really a choice. I just kind of naturally am. I'm just one of those people. You know, nothing really gets me down.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you are getting the offsets or offshoots or leftovers of my happiness and it's making you sad, that's weird.
Well, I'm getting your remainers, kind of. You're rounding things off,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm getting these, like, this half number that I don't know what to do with. And then I file it away, and that's just car talk. All up in my brain.
I get it. Would you like me to change the subject?
Well, yes. I assumed you were going to say, do you want me to continue talking about this thing that you hate?
Well, that is what I'd like to do.
Mm-hmm.
But for your benefit, since I see that you're feeling a little down.
Well, I'm out of sorts.
You literally just said you wanted to not exist.
That's more than a little down. That's like down, that's way down.
That's pretty close to rock bottom. Of being down. Why do they call it rock bottom? There are probably worse bottoms.
Like magma bottom?
That would be worse. Although technically rock.
What's the bottom of the universe? Don't say turtles.
Well, then I'm out. Maybe spikes. That would be worse than rocks. Spike bottom.
Spike bottom?
I've reached spike bottom. So when someone says to you, "Oh, he's hit rock bottom," I'm like, "Well, he's still got some ways to go."
Just all sorts of Mortal Kombat fatalities. I think I'm spike bottom. You can punch me if you want. I don't understand things now. I woke up this morning feeling pretty good. Like, alright, I'm gonna have my cereal. I'm gonna do my routine. Gonna erase the crossword and do it again. I'm gonna watch, Secretive Name in Reverse.
So you think the lawnmower is saving them?
And then this happens, and I don't know.
I have to admit, I feel
Responsible?
partially
Bad?
I feel,
Sad?
No,
Angry?
not sad. I'm not
Mad?
sad. Mad? No. I feel a tad guilty.
Alright. That's how you say it.
Yeah.
What
I
was
was
the
just
second
trying
part?
to fit it into your line.
Are you having a stroke?
I am not.
Commander Major?
Yes.
Alright.
So I feel a little bad.
Okay.
Well, there it is, bad. It just came out. So,
That's what I listed.
A little, yeah. Well, I was, in my mind, it was guilty, but then when I just say it aloud, maybe that's the real thing. When you speak what's in your heart, it can't be wrong.
Unless the person you're talking to doesn't want to hear it.
Well, it just means it's the wrong time. Doesn't mean it's wrong.
Well, if you're like, I don't like your husband, doesn't seem like there's a right time for that.
Well, there is. Like, right after he cheats on her. I don't like your husband. Well, no shit. Thanks for bringing it up now, Debbie.
Still seems like the wrong time.
Well, you have to make sure that she's over the sad part of it, and
She sounded pretty angry.
In the more angry.
But angry at you. For bringing it up like no shit.
Well, she's just she's agreeing with it.
Right, but in an angry way.
Right.
If she knew the works of
Anything-
Arthur Conan Doyle, she would have added that on. Oh, I'm not going to explain it.
That must be what Colm Wilkinson feels like. That may not be his last name.
That was Cars, right? Who the fuck has seen Cars?
The majority of Americans.
We are the Mustache Rangers. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you to the Twin Cities Improv Festival for having us. We have one show left ever. We're not quite sure when it is yet, but this household is moving to someplace else.
Yep. I'm going down south. Thanks.
We've been doing the Mustache Rangers for about 8 years now.
Mm-hmm.
8 years.
And before that, we did another group called Cracked Helmet for a couple of years. And
we've been doing this at least 10 years.
Mm-hmm. So, spent some time together in the high school doing some stuff.
Yeah, don't hang out so much now because, I don't know, you seem really busy.
Pretty busy. I mean,
Mountains View is kind of, it seems really far, doesn't it?
I mean, this happens every once in a while. I mean,
it's like you're throwing me a bone. It's like I hung out with you on your birthday, honey. Certainly I can spend the rest of the time with So yes, thank you for appreciating us, I guess. Butch is going to come back up and talk to you. We'll be out in the lobby if you want to hug or take pictures. So if you'd like to
we
do
knew
that.
That's what you were looking for.
Yeah, right? So thank you again. Thanks so much. We'll see you. Check MustacheRangers.com or HugeTheater.com or our Twitters or whatever to find out when our last show is. But thank you for making the second to last show.
Very exquisite.
Wonderful.
I've wanted to say that word for a while. And this is the perfect opportunity.
I like it. All right.
It was very
Thank you very much.
Thank you.